Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Mata Di. Welcome to this evening satsang. We are going to commence with our purificatory mantras. You should now sprinkle water on yourselves and all around you as well as on the puja items. Om pavitraha pavitro va sarvavastangato piva yah smaryat pundarikaksham sarvayapyantraha shuchihi. Now taking water in the palm of your right hand, you should sip water doing Hari Smaran, thinking of Bhagwan. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Now rinse your hands. Om Rishikeshaya Namaha. Om Govindaya Namaha. Om Madhusudanaya Namaha. If you have a paiti or a kus ring, you should put this on the right hand ring finger. Om Pavitresto Vaishnavyo Saviturvaha Prasava Utponamya Chidrena Pavitrena Suryasya Rashmibhi Tasya Te Pavitrapate Pavitraputasya Yatakamaha Pune Tachakeyam. You should now apply chandan to your forehead using the thumb of the right hand. Start at the top of your nose and move upwards. Om Chandanam Vandyate Nityam Pavitram Papanashanam Apadam Bharate Nityam Lakshmir Vasati Sarvadham. You can now light your house lamp. If you have not lit it already, kindly light it now. Om Bodhipa Tvam Brahma Rupa Andhakara Nivaraka Imam Maya Kritam Pujam Grihastejo Pravardhaya. Om Deepaya Namaha. Sprinkle some water on your seat or on the earth, thinking of Mother Earth. Om Prithvi Tvaya Dhrita Loka Devi Tvam Vishnu Nadhrita Tvanshadharyaman Devi Pavitrang Kuru Chasanam. We are now going to commence with Ved and other mantras. If you are following, the mantras are going to be up on your screen. Alternatively, you should focus your minds on Bhagwan and enjoy the vibrations of these mantras. Om 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 Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Dhyan Moolam Gurur Murtihi Puja Moolam Guru Padam Mantra Moolam Gurur Vakyam Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa. Om Swasti na Indro Vridashravaha Swasti na Pukha Vishwavedaha Swasti na Starakshorarishthanemi Swasti no Brihaspati Dadatu Om Payah Pritivyam Paya Okadishu Payo Devyantarikshe Payodaha Payasvati Pradishaha Santu Mayam. Om Vishnu Raratamasi Vishnu Snaptesto Vishnu Syurasi Vishnu Dhruvasi Vaishnavamasi Vishnavedva. Om Agnir Devata Vato Devata Suryo Devata Chandrama Devata Vasavo Devata Rudra Devata Ditya Devata Maruto Devata Vishwe Deva Devata बृहस्पतिर्देवतेन्द्रो देवता वरुणो देवता। ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरौषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगुं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि। ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितरदुरितानि परासुवा यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुवा सुशान्तिर्भवतु। ॐ मानो भद्रः क्रतवो यन्तु विश्वतो दब्धासो अपरीतास उद्भिदः देवानो यथा सदमिद्रिते यसन्न प्रायो रक्षितारो दिवे दिवे। ॐ देवानां भद्रा सुमतिर्जूयतां देवानागं रातिरभिनो निवर्तताम्। देवानां gwam सख्यम् उपसेदिमावयन् देवान आयुः प्रतिरन्तु जीवसे। ॐ तान् पूर्वयानि विदाहुमहे वयं भगं मित्रम् अदितिं दक्षमस्त्रिधम् अरयमनं वरुणगुं सोममश्विना सरस्वती नः सुभगामयस्करात्। ॐ तन्नो वातो मयुर्भुवातो भेषजन्तन्माता पृथिवी तत्पिता द्यौः तद्घ्रावानः सोमसुतो मयो भुवस्तदश्विनाशिनुतन्देष्ण्यायुवम्। ॐ तमीशानं जगतस्तस्तु षस्पतिन्द्रियञ्जिह्वामवसेहुमहे वयम् पूषानो यथा वेदसाम सद्वृधे रक्षिता पायुर्धब्धः स्वस्तये। ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृधश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्योररिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ वृषदश्वा मरुतः वृष्णिमातरः शुभं यावानो विदतेषु जग्मयः अग्निजिह्वा मनवः सूरचक्षसो विश्वेनो देवा अवसागमन्यः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षवीर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागं संस्तनूभिर्व्यशेमहि देवहितं यदायुः। ॐ शतमिन्दो शरदो वन्ति देवा यत्रा नश्चक्रा जरसन्तनूनाम् पुत्रासो यत्र पितरो भवन्ति मानो मध्याहिषतायुरगन्तोः। ॐ अदितिर्द्यौरदितिरन्तरिक्षमदितिर्माता स पिता स पुत्रः विश्वे देवा अदितिः पञ्चजना अदितिर्जातम् अदितिर्जनित्वम्। ॐ ऋचं वाचं प्रपद्ये मनो यजुः प्रपद्ये साम प्राणं प्रपद्ये चक्षुः श्रोत्रं प्रपद्ये भागौजः सहोजौ मही प्राणापानौ। ॐ तं पत्नीभिरनुगच्छेम देवाः पुत्रैर्भ्रातृभिरुतवा हिरण्यैनाकं गृभणानः सुकृतस्य लोके पृथिये पृष्ठे अधिरोचने दिवः। ॐ आयुष्यं वर्चस्य गुं रायस्पोषमोद्भिदम् इदगुं हिरण्यं वर्चस्व जैत्राया विशतादुमाम्। ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरौषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगुं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि। ॐ यतो यतः समीहसे तथो नो अभयं कुरु शन्नः कुरु प्रचाभ्यो भयन्नः पशुभ्यः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः सुशान्तिर्भवतु। ॐ हे हे रम्भ त्वमे ये हि अम्बिका त्र्यम्बकात्मज सिद्धिबुद्धिपते त्रयक्ष लक्षलाभ पितु पितः नागास्य नागहार त्वं गणराज चतुर्भुजः भूषितः स्वायुधे दिव्यै पाशाङ्कुशः परश्वधे आवाहयामि पूजार्थं रक्षार्थं च मम क्रतुः इहागत्य गृहाणा त्वं पूजां कर्तुं च रक्ष मे। ॐ मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। अञ्जनीगर्भसम्भूतं कपीन्द्रं सचिवोत्तमं रामप्रियं नमस्तुभ्यं हनुमान् रक्ष सर्वदा। ॐ ध्यायेदाजानुबाहुं धृतशरधनुषं बद्धपद्मासनस्थं पीतं वासोऽवसानां नवकमलादलस्पर्धिनेत्रप्रसन्नं वामाङ्कारूढ सीतामुखकमलमिल्ललोचनं नीलधावं नाना अलङ्कारदीप्तं दततमोर्जटा मण्डलं रामचन्द्रम्। ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवे वेदैः साङ्गपदाक्रमोपनिषदे गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः देवाय तस्मै नमः। ॐ वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ॐ शान्तं पद्मासनस्थं शशधरमुकुटं पञ्चवक्त्रं त्रिनेत्रं शूलं वज्रं च खड्गं परशुमभयदं दक्षिणाङ्गे वहन्तं नागपाशां च गण्ठां डमरुकसहितम् अङ्कुशं वामभागे नानालङ्कारदीप्तं स्फटिकमणिनिभं पार्वतीशं नमामि। ॐ या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्म्याच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाड्यापहा। ॐ लक्ष्मी क्षीरसमुद्रराजतनयां श्रीरङ्गरामेश्वरीं दासीभूत समस्तदेववनितां लोकैकदीपान्पुरां श्रीमन्मन्मथकटाक्षलब्धविभा ब्रह्मेन्द्र गङ्गाधरां तां त्रैलोक्यकुटुम्बिनीं सरसिजां वन्दे मुकुन्द प्रियाम्। ओम सीताराम पवन सुत हनुमान राधे कृष्ण की जय। राधे राधे। We will now take Hanuman Chalisa. We will recite and do bhajan.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रजा निज मन मुकुर सुधार भरनो रघुवर बिमल यश जो दायक फल चार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार सियावर चंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीश तिन लोक उजागर, राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा, महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी, कंचन बरन विराज सुबेशा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा। हाथ बाज और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मोज जने ओ साजे, शंकर सुवन केशरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन, विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर, प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा, भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे, लाय से जीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए, रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिया भरत सम भाई। सहस बदन तुम रोय शिगावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा, नारद सारद सहित अहीशा, यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते, कवि गोविंद कहि सके कहाते, तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना, राम मिलाए राजपद दीना। मारो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना, युग सहस्त्र योजन पर भानु, नियोतार मधुर फल जानु, प्रभु मुद्रिका मिल मुख माई, जल दिलांगी गे अचरज नाई, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम मनोग्रह तुमरे तेते। दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होतन आज्ञा बिन पैसारे, सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहो को डरना, आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोग हाथ के कापे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नाशे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतन हनुमत बीरा, संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन पल पावे। युग परताप तुम्हारा, हे प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुमरे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। के दुख बिशिरावे। अंत काल रघुपति पुर जाए, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाए। और देवता चित्त न डरे, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करे। संकट हरे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव के नाय। जो सठ पार पाठ कर जोई, छूटे बंदी महासुख होय। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीशा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय महाडेरा। जय बोलो श्री राम की, जय बोलो हनुमान की, जय बोलो श्री रामायण की। जय बोलो श्री राम की, जय बोलो हनुमान की, जय बोलो श्री रामायण की। पवन तने संकट हरना, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसो सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। जय श्री राम।
Jai Radhe Govind, Jai Sri Krishna, all of you. Today we are going to be reciting and discussing the 11th verse of chapter 5, Ekadasha Shlokaha. Today is also Ekadashi, so it's a wonderful coincidence that we are listening to the 11th verse of chapter 5 on this auspicious day. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. कायेन मनसा बुद्धया केवलेरिन्द्रियैरपि योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा आत्मशुद्धये. हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे. हम एक साथ पढ़ेंगे. We'll all try to recite this verse together. कायेन मनसा बुद्ध्या केवलेरिन्द्रियैरपि योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा आत्मशुद्धये. हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे. Jai Shri Krishna. Today we are talking about a special type of beings called yogis. In the second line of this verse, you will see the word yoginaha karma. Yoginaha karma. Yogis are beings that we should take special interest in. A yogi is one who has made advanced efforts to rekindle his love with the divine. And yogis, when we refer to them as yogis, it is generally somebody that is well experienced in this. And we want to follow in their footsteps. You must remember, on this spiritual path of ours, this quest of ours, which is seemingly taking many, many lifetimes, we obviously want to speed up the process. By this, I don't mean that we will be taking a shortcut, as it were, because there are no shortcuts. But what we want to minimize is the trial and error. So we try something to decide whether it is right or wrong, or it is good for us, if it is conducive to spiritual advancement. And if we find that it has a bitter taste, we let go of it and we try something new. But this experimentation in a haphazard manner, by trial and error, is costly because it is very, very time consuming. And all of us know that the most precious thing to us is our time in this body. So we want to minimize any kind of effort that is unduly prolonged. So what do we want to do? We want to take a more direct approach. How do we obtain a direct approach? We follow the path of the yogis, the ones who have already walked this path. We may call them our guides, and they will all tell us via the scriptures, via conversations, via writings, poetry, etc., which is the way to the Lord, the quickest way or the fastest way to the Lord without wasting any time. Now, knowing the way is just one aspect. Getting yourself on that path and making progress on that path still requires the effort. But it doesn't require you to go and reinvent the theory. It only requires you now to put in the great effort. This is the greatness of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagwan has come and he didn't say, go and haphazardly learn how to reach me. He's giving us the exact method here, and he's saying, now get yourself busy using these guidelines. And he's saying to you, the proof of all of this lies with the yogis. If you follow the life history of the yogis, what they've done in their lives, you'll realize that this is the path that you must follow. Why? They followed it. They have become successful. Which one of us wants to follow unsuccessful people? No. We want to follow successful people, and the yogis are accomplished in this path. Now we're going to go back to the first verse. And how are we going to follow this verse? How are we going to follow these instructions? How are we going to follow the teachings of the yogis, to their records, etc.? It cannot be half-hearted. So here Bhagavan says, Kayena, using your body, by your body, Kayena. Number 2, Manasa, using your mind. Number 3, Buddhya, your intellect. Body is said to be a temple. Why is it a temple? That place where you go to interact with God is called a temple. It's called a mandir. And the body is described as a mandir because Bhagwan is found in our hearts. He is realized through our minds. Therefore, this is the first mandir. It is for this reason that we keep telling people, be careful of what you put into this mandir. Be careful of what you store in this mandir, in each aspect of this mandir. And using the divinity of this body, you must now try to seek God. Kayena, Manasa. How do we maintain, before we go on, how do we maintain this body? With divine food that has been offered to God. Then this kaya, this ordinary body, is realized as a temple. It becomes purified in this way. So the first aspect is to make sure the body stays purified, clean, healthy, etc. Manasa, the mind. The body cannot operate without working closely with the mind. In fact, all the messages from the mind reach through the various nerves of our body, reach all the various organs of our body, including the karma indriya. Karma indriya means the organs of action, the hands, the mouth, the legs, etc. Then the third thing is buddhya. Buddhya means the higher intellect, the subconscious mind. All information that we receive, we assimilate, we process it, and it is stored in the subconscious mind. Even information from our past births is stored in the subconscious mind. What information is valuable there? The information that is good for your moksha, for your salvation. Now, from the subconscious mind, these noble ideas, these noble thoughts must pour into the mind. In other words, the mind is the active mind, that which we are using now. And that active mind will guide our actions. It will cause our body, our limbs, etc. to act. Kevalendriya. That means with the senses, the mind, the intellect, and the body. Indriya means the senses. See? So you may have heard of people speaking and saying, when you do something, do it wholeheartedly. You must body, mind, and soul. I think that all of these together will also fit that description if this is more down to the mind, the body, the intellect, and the senses. So our attention must not be divided. There cannot be doing something and the mind is focused something. Bhagwan is the most special thing. You can't be distracted when you are approaching him. This is what they are saying here. Yoginaha karmaha. Karma yogis, these great yogis, this is what done. And what did they do? Kurvanti. They did not say, I am so learned, I am so intelligent, I will do nothing, I don't need to do anything. No, Kurvanti, they performed actions. But how did they perform these actions? Sangam tyaktva. Sangam means attachment. Tyaktva, they gave up attachment. So, in other words, when they performed this, they removed the word I meaning you and me. And they replaced the word I with the word self. Capital letter S, self, meaning the supreme. All these actions that I am performing, using my body, my mind, my senses, and my intellect is by the grace of the Supreme, and it is for the Supreme. And what does Bhagavan say here? Atma Shuddhaya. Atma Shuddhaya means your complete being, your soul will become purified in this process. So some people may loosely speak and say, but why should we do this and this? God doesn't need it. He doesn't need anything. That is absolutely true. But let us look at this example. If today is your father's birthday and you bought him a gift, maybe an expensive gift, an expensive watch, and you said to him, Dad, happy birthday, see what I've bought for you. And your father says to you, son, thank you very much for this watch. It is so beautiful. But these things don't matter to me. You don't have to spend money on me. So next year, you won't buy your father a gift. You say, because my father said he doesn't need it. I don't think my father needs it. He's a very rich man. So I won't buy him any gifts. Is that the logic we use? No. We want to show our appreciation. So although God does not need things, we still do all of these things to satisfy him. When does God become satisfied? When you become purified. Because God wants every soul to come back to him. It can only come back to him if that Atma becomes purified. And there is the method here of self-purification. Now, focusing on this, we must ask ourselves, why do we waste time on all kinds of other things that do not conform with what is given in this verse here? So yes, we are supposed to be busy, we are supposed to be active, but we're not supposed to become attached to this, to what we are doing. We do it knowing that it is an absolute dedication to the Lord. And we also bear in mind that we cannot perform this action without his grace. Look at the greatness of God. He says, do all of these wonderful things, and he's also giving us the method to do it. He's given us the tools to do it. And he's saying, now do it. So in reality, if he is giving us everything to do this, surely he doesn't need it. But he wants it because he wants us to become purified. Doesn't need it, but he wants it out of love. He wants us to become purified and come back to him. We will stop this Gita part here today, and next week we will continue further with the wonderful nectar words of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. We are now going to do Ramcharitmanas part, and we are going to be doing Doha number 223 of the Balkan. But before we do that, we are going to do the Ramayan Stuti, which is going to come up on your screen. For those of you who are reading the English transliteration, I appeal to you to recite what is on your screen. Doesn't matter you say it incorrectly. These words must come out of your mouth. And sooner than later, you too will be singing the glories of Bhagavan. Okay? Jehi sumirat siddhi hoy Sitaram Gananayak Karivar Badana Karo Anugrah Soy Sitaram Buddhirasi Shubha Guna Sadana Mukha Hohi Bachal Sitaram Pangu Charahi Girivar Gahana Jasu Kripa Sudayal Sitaram Dravo Sakala Kalimal Dahana Neel Saroro Shyam Sitaram Taruna Aruna Barijanayana Karo Somama Uradham Sitaram Sadakshir Sagar Sayana Kunda Indu Samadeh Sitaram Umaramana Karuna Ayana Jahidina Parane Sitaram Karo Kripa Mardana Mayana बंदो गुरुपद कंड सीताराम कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि महामोहतम पुंज सीताराम जासु वचन रवि कर निकर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय। कथा आरंभ होता है, सुनो वीर हनुमान, हे रामा सुनो वीर हनुमान। आसन को प्रभु आइए, सिया सखा सहित भगवान, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय। हिय हर्षहि भर्षहि सुमन सुमुखी सुलोचनि बृंदे रामा सुमुखी सुलोचनि बृंद जाहि जहाँ जह बंधु दो तह तह परमानंद सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। पुरपूरभ दिसिगे दो भाई जह धनुमक हित भूमि बनाई अति विस्तार चारु गचधारी विमल वेदिका रुचिर सवारी छहु दिशि कंचन मंच विशाला रचे जहाँ बैठे महिपाला तेहि पाचे समीप चहुपासा अपर मंच मंडली विलासा रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। कछुक ऊर्छि सब भांति सुहाई बेटहि नगर लोग जह जाहि तिनके निकट विशाल सुहाए धवल धाम बहु बरन बनाए जह बैठे देखहि सब नारी जता जोग निज कुल अनुहारी पुर बालक कही कही मृदु बचना सादर प्रभु ही देखावहि रचना रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। सब शिशु एहि मिस प्रेम बस परसि मनोहर घात तन पुलकई अति हर्ष ये देखी देखी दो भ्रात सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय। जय श्री राम। The sight of Ram and Lakshman has made all the people of Mithila very, very happy. It tells you about the nature of these people of Janakpur. When we see somebody that is shining, that looks good, that is doing well, jealousy must never set in. Nobody was displaying any form of jealousy here. All of them were very, very happy. And they, traditionally, the people of Mithila, all of them behaved as if Sita was their own daughter. Mother Sita was their own daughter. And it was as if they are going to do Kanyadan. So they were examining Ramji. They were examining Lakshmanji. And what they saw pleased them so much. So this wasn't any kind of gossip that was going on. It was actually an analysis, and they were expressing their joy at what they saw. This is something that only parents will understand. Parents who have got their daughter married, who have done Kanyadan, who have had this great honor of doing Kanyadan, what are some of the thoughts that go through their mind? What kind of home is my daughter going into? What kind of man am I handing her over to? Is she going to uphold the sanskars? Is she going to manage to uphold the sanskars of our family, all the things I have taught her? Is she going to be taken care of like how I have taken care of her? When you see good things in a boy, then naturally joy like this comes. And this is what the people of Mithila were experiencing. If there are any young girls on this satsang who are planning to get married, I hope you will give your parents the kind of joy that Mother Sita gave to all the people of Mithila who considered themselves to be like her own mother and father. And I can tell you that when this kind of thing happens, then blessings flow. And this is about looks now. I'm not focusing on looks. I am focusing on character, the kind of person that you are going to marry. So everybody, very, very joyful. And Tulsi Das ji, he doesn't say that they were just smiling. It wasn't a false appearance. He says that they were joyful in their hearts. They were truly and really happy. And what did they do? Wherever Lakshman and Ram walked, they showered flowers upon them. Barahi Sumana. They showered flowers. Flowers are always used for blessings. On seeing such a beautiful, handsome Dulha, one who is coming from the loins of Raja Dashrath and Mother Kausalya, one who is the gem of the Raghu dynasty, it is only natural for them to praise him and give blessing. So they rained flowers down on him. You must also understand that God generally gives us blessings. These residents of Mithila must have been so excited because they got the opportunity to give Ashirvad to Bhagwan by sprinkling flowers on him. And wherever these two brothers went, there was supreme joy. This is the statement made by Tulsi Das ji. How does he describe this supreme joy? He says, Parama Ananda. Ananda means absolute joy. Parama Ananda takes it to another level. Something that I cannot possibly describe yet. This is the greatness of Tulsi Das's poetry. Paramananda. He says, wherever they went, people became absolutely joyful, content, and happy. What is the message here? If you keep Ram and Lakshman in your home via the form of their murtis, and the ideal of Ram and Lakshman resides within your heart, then you too will start to feel this kind of joy. And this is what Ramcharit Manas must do. It must bring us joy. Then Tulsi Das ji goes on to say, he says, Pura pura badisige dohu bhai. Ram and Lakshman are moving to every part of Janakpur. Why are they doing this? First of all, they've come to a new place. They are young. But also they want to give every person an opportunity to meet them or to have a sight of them, to get darshan. Why? Because nobody was born in Mithila by chance. All of these residents of Mithila and Ayodhya, whoever Ramchandra ji met, was because of their past penances. So you must do something good to get darshan of God. You must put in sufficient effort. And all of these people were truly deserving. And that is why Bhagwan was so kind that he and Lakshman walked all over the place so people could get darshan of them. Then what happened? They came to in the eastern part of the city. What was happening? A Makashala was set up. Makashala means an area where the bow sacrifice is going to take place, where the Dhanush of Bhagwan Shiv is going to be placed. And what did they do? it says the entire area there was beautifully decorated. Now let's focus first on the east direction. Generally, and I'm going to say generally, when we do puja, we face the easterly direction and do puja. So the murtis are normally facing the west and we are facing the east. Of course, there are variances for different kinds of pujas, but in general, for a puja of this nature, one should be facing east. And therefore, Raja Janak arranged this. See, so we don't just go and design things with regards to God haphazardly. There is vidhi and there is direction in the Vastu Shastra, etc., on what we can do to make sure we get the right kind of energies there. So in the eastern quarter of the city, an area was paved and a Vedi was performed. Let's look at the word Vedi. Vedi is related to the word Ved. What is the meaning of Ved? Ved means to know. How does one get to know God? By worshipping God. Where do we worship that God? On the Vedi. See? So the Vedi was prepared. So although we must think of God at all times, at all places, when we are doing a yagya, we must prepare a Vedi. What kind of Vedi? This is so important, and all of us must give thought to this. Did we prepare a Vedi to the best of our ability because we are doing it for God? Or did we simply put a few cardboard boxes there? See what they say here? It was decorated, and on all four sides of this Vedi, there were seats for the princes to sit and face this Makashala, this place where the Dhanush Yagya was going to take place. And around them, all around them, were another circular tier of seats for all the people of the city and other guests, etc., to sit so that all of them could view what is happening. So you heard of cinema-style seating? What is cinema-style seating? No matter where you sit in the cinema, you still can see the screen. Why? Your seat was arranged in a special way. Now, this was done at the time of Ramcharitmanas. And we think we are so modern that we are going to the cinema and we are such modern people. But the idea of the cinema-style seating was already known in the Treta Yuga in a place called Mithila, and of course in other places of India. So it was arranged in this way so all of the people could be part of this. When we perform yagya, when we do puja, etc., all those that are invited to the puja, whether it is in a temple, whether it is in your home, we should make provision so that they can be participants in this yagya, rather than observers, rather than people who are going to be distracted by other things. So if we want our puja to be peaceful, for everybody to be able to focus, then we must have the right kind of Vedi and seating arrangements. And of course, there mustn't be any kind of disturbances. So all the people were then given seats according to their kul. Now see, even this idea, we copied it today. We have seated weddings now, and what do? Right in the front of the hall are the tables for the parents of the bride and the groom, then the kakas and the kakis, then the mamas, etc., etc. And eventually, as we come to the back of the hall, we may find unreserved seats. Where did we get this idea from? There's it here in Mithilapur. The seating was arranged according to how Raja Janak saw the closeness of the people. Even the children who were born here for a reason at this time. And what did they do? They went to show Bhagwan whatever they prepared. What parents do, children will do. If parents decorate the house for Diwali, the children will join in the decorations for the Diwali. If parents only decorate their house for Christmas, that is what the children are going to learn. So there is a yagya that's going to take place here. The parents are involved in doing this, and the children watching this have decided they're also going to do their bit in whatever way they saw fit. And they were so excited that they wanted to go and they went to show this to Prabhu Sri Ram. And what did they do? In doing it, in showing it to them, they found an occasion for touching Lakshman and Ram. So when a child comes to show you something, what will they do? They are much lower than us. They may place whatever they have brought near you, in front of you. They may lean against you. They may touch you, etc. What are these children doing? They're touching the feet of the Lord. They have done something wonderful in their past lives, that using this as an excuse, they came and touched Bhagwan's feet. See how beautiful all of this is, how well arranged it is. Nothing happens in this universe without the permission of the Lord. And He has ordained all of this. We will now stop here, and next week we will see what is going to be taking place in Mithilapur. Katha visarjan hot hai, suno veer Hanuman, आसन को प्रभु जाइए, सिया सखा सहित भगवान, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय. Jai Sri Ram. You now take bhajans.
श्याम रे घनश्याम रे, श्याम रे घनश्याम रे,
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 गोविंदा गोपाला, श्याम मुरारी मोरी नंद लाला,
गोविंदा गोपाला, श्याम मुरारी मोरे नंद लाला,
श्याम रे घनश्याम रे, श्याम रे घनश्याम रे,
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 रघुपति राघव राज राम, पतित पावन सीताराम, श्याम रे घनश्याम रे, श्याम रे घनश्याम रे,
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 गुरु शिवानंद सद्गुरुनाथा, आजा आजा गुरुदेवा, गुरु शिवानंद सद्गुरुनाथा, आजा आजा गुरुदेवा, श्याम रे घनश्याम रे, श्याम रे घनश्याम रे,
श्याम रे घनश्याम रे, श्याम रे घनश्याम रे,
श्याम रे घनश्याम रे, श्याम रे घनश्याम रे,
श्याम रे घनश्याम रे, श्याम रे घनश्याम रे।
ओम सीताराम पवन सुत हनुमान, राधे कृष्ण की जय। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे, भक्त जनों में संकट, भक्त जनों में संकट, हट में दूर करे।
कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णुः मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलाय तनोहरिः। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते। ॐ यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे। Put your hands together. We'll do the concluding mantras. Om Sarvesham Swastirбhavatu Sarvesham Shantirbhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santo Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyet Dukhabhat Bhavet. Om Asato Ma Satkamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya मृत्योर्मामृतं गमया। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। Bow your head. ॐ अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते अहर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व परमेश्वर। आवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वर। अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष त्वं परमेश्वर। बोलिए विघ्नहर्ता गणेश भगवान की जय। जगत जननी पार्वती माता की जय। शिव शंकर भगवान की जय। सीता रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। लक्ष्मण जी की जय। महावीर स्वामी बजरंग बली की जय। श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय। श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हर। जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। सबको जय सिया राम।